the Twa Dugs. 'Twas in that place of Scotland's Isle that bears the name of Old King Coil, upon a bonny day in June, when wearing through the afternoon, twa dogs that were nae thrang at hame forgathered once upon a time. The first I'll name, they call him Caesar, was kept for his honest pleasure. His hair, his size, his mouth, his lugs, shewed he was nane of Scotland's dogs, but whelpit from some place fae far abroad, where sailors gang to fish for cod. His locket leather broad brass collar shewed him the gentleman and a scholar. But though he was o' high degree, the fenter pride nae prided he, but would he spend an hour caressing, even wi' a tinker's gypsy's messing. At Kirker Market Miller's smiddy, nae thwarted type though e'er said daddy, but he would stand as glad to see him, and stoating stains and hillocks wear. The tither was a ploughman's collie.
Come in, boy.
A rhyming, ranting, raving billy.
Be followed.
Well, for his friend probably had him. Any sprigs had looked at called. And there's some dog with round sign, with hay black sign, Lord knows how lang. He was a gash and faithful type, as ever laugh or shuck or dipe. His honest, sonsy, borsy face had gained friends in ilka place. His breast was white, his tousy black, well clad with coat of glossy black. His gousey tail with upward curl hung o'er his hurdies with a swell. He out, but they were fain on other, in Uncle Packin Picnigar, with social woes, while stuff and snouting, whilst mice and moody worst they howking, while scouting worried till tired at last with money a farce, they sat them down upon their arse, and there began a lang discretion about the Lord's holy creation.
Meow. That's tears, Elliot. I've often wondered, honest Lewis, what sort of life do Dugs like you have? And when the gentry's life I saw, what way poor bodies lived at all? Poor Laird gets in his rapid rents as cold as cane and all his sense. He rises when he likes himself, his flunkies answer at the bell. He caws his coach, he caws his horse, he draws a bonny silken purse as long as my tail, where through the steeks the yellow lettered Jordan keeps. Frae morning to e'en it's naught but twilight, baking, roasting, frying and boiling, and though the gentry first are stecking, yet e'en the hot folk fill their feckin', with sauces, ragout, and sit like trasty, it's little short to do like lasty. Poor whippering, wee blasted oneer, their worthless elf, it eats a dinner, better than any tonic hand his honour has in all the land. And what poor cockfolk put their pension, I own, it's past my comprehension.
Caesar, what's the face enough? I got a hooking in a shock, with dirty stains big in a dime. I'm a quarry sick like. I'm sail away for this for stains, smit through all wee diddy ways. And then by his horn that to keep, they're right and tight and thick and rape. And when you meet with severe disaster, like loss of health or want a master, you messmen think a wee too longer, and even star or call it hunger. But how it comes, I never can yet. I mostly wonder if they're content it. But only children clever hisses. Our bread and sick away as this is.
But then to see how you're neglected, how huffed and cuffed and disrespected. Lord man or gentry cares as little. For delvers, ditchers and sick cattle, they gang as saucy by fair folk as I would by a slinking brook. I've noticed on our laird's court day, and mony a time my heart's been weighed. Their tenant bodies, scant o' cash, how they maun fool a factor snash. He'll stamp and threaten, curse and swear, he'll apprehend them, point their gear while they maun stand with aspect humble, and hear it all, and fear and tremble. I've seen how folk lived at ae riches, but surely their folk maun be riches.
Unless they're aged as they would think. The ones that laid brook as bright, they're say a custom with the sick. But you, he's a little prick. And chances fortune us a guide it, very less than mere provided. And though fatigued with close employment, I want the rest of sweet down it. The dearest comforts with their lives. Their gushy wains and faithful wives, rattling things are just a pride that sweetens all their fireside. And whilst we're plenty worth than happy, they make the boys unca happy. They lay aside their private cares. They mind the Kirkin state affairs. They'll talk a part in it in peace. They're killing and fury in their peace. And tell what new taxation's coming. And fairly at the folk in London. And bleak-faced hollow marsh returns to get the jovial rank kerns. When rural life for every station, united in common recreation. Love blinks with slaps and social mirth. Forgets there's care upon the earth. Merry day the year begins. Lombard the door and frosty winds. The Ludden and pipe and schmishing how. And I mean berechtig well. The canty old folk brag and cruise. The youngins rank and bend the hoose. My hat and been so paid to see them. I for joy back Still, it's no true what ye say. The game is now wrapped in play. There's more as a creditable stock of honest, decent, frozen folk. Not rubbing out both brute and branch. Some rascals try to beat the quench. Both thinks to net himself a pester, in favour with some gentler master. For Britain's good.
Hey, lads, a little care about it, for Britain's good. Good faith about it. See, rather going as premiers lead them and saying aye or no, just as they bid. At operas and plays parading, mortgaging, gambling, masquerading, or maybe in a frolic daft to hear your Cali taxi laugh, to back a tour attack the world, till I'm on and see the world. There at Vienna or Versailles, his father's olden tales he rives. Or by Madrid he tacks her out to strum guitars and Fechwin out. Or down Italian Mr. Startles, boat hunting among groves of boat hunting then boozes, drubbly jam and water, to make himself look fair and purge the bitter gores and cankers of cursed Venetian whores and chins. For Britain's good, for her destruction, with dissipation, feud, and faction.
Heck man, dear sirs, is that the gate?
Yep.
The waste is many the broad estate. At least 1,000 in the last. Forgive to gang that gate at last. Or would they stay aback in course and please themselves for country sports? It went for every aim the better, the laird, the tenant, and the quarter. For they Frank Grant and Ramlin boys, faint hated them ill-hearted fellas. Apart from breaking of their timber, or speaking lightly of their limmer, or shooting of a hare and moorcock, they ne'er a bit. They're out to bare folk. But won't ye tell me, Master Caesar, should great folks life a life of pleasure? They calm their hunger up and steer them. The very thought, it made me fear them.
Lord man, were you but whiles where I am, and gentles, ye would ne'er envy them. It's true they needna starve or sweat through winter's cold or summer's heat. They naysay work to craze their banes and fill all the eight with grips and grains. But human bodies are like sick fools, all their common colleges and schools. When they real ills perplex them, the back and out themselves to vex them. And I the less they hate to start them, in like proportion, less so hurt them. Let me explain what I mean. A country fellow, at the blue, his acres tilled, he's ripped anew. A country girl at her wheel, it doesn't done. She's unco wheel. But gentlemen and ladies wars with even down one to worker curse, they lighter, lounging, lankin lady. Though deal hate ails them yet uneasy. Their days insipid, dull and tasteless. Their nights unquiet, lang and restless. And even their sports, their balls and races, their galloping through public places, their sick parades, sick pomp and art. The joy can scarcely reach the heart. The men, cast out in party matches, and Sotherrow in deep debauches, neck, they're mad with drink and hooray! Quite fancy him. Next day, their life is past enduring. Too much. Too much. But wait for this. The ladies. The ladies. Arm in arm in clusters, as great and gracious. Oh, it's just. But here their absent thoughts of other. They're all run deals and judged together. Whilst o'er the wee bit cup and platy, they sip the scandal potion pretty. Or lee-lang necks with carrot looks, whilst pour o'er the deals pictured books or stake on chance of farmer's stackyard, and cheat like ony unhanged black gallop. There are some exceptions, man and woman, but this is gentry's life in common.
By this the sun was out of sight, and darker gloaming brought the night. The bum clock hummed with lazy drone, the cows stood round in the loom. When up the gap shoot their lugs. With Joyce they were na men but ducks, and each took off his several ways, resolved to meet another